Hello, so it's Wednesday the 18th of February and this is my vlog every day in February entry for today. I've been home all day. I did my work from home day today rather than Thursday because, to-do list was getting a bit silly. So I've been doing lots of kind of very boring updating calendars, updating mailing lists. Nothing very exciting today. Really tedious admin day, which I cannot escape. Even though I have an awesome job, I still have to do the grim admin, so never mind. So yeah, feeling tired, feeling like I've been staring at a screen too long. I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the evening. So I wanted to talk about the challenge of how you get the balance right between keeping your chin up and staying strong and positive and not bottling things up. So for me, I think in a leadership position that I'm in, having founded a non-profit and having people that are kind of looking to me to set the tone or to kind of so they know what's going on. I quite often feel the pressure from myself. I don't think the pressure comes from externally at all, to be fair. It's all in my head. To be superwoman, super strong, totally got everything together. And I can be very unforgiving of myself when I show vulnerability or tiredness or anger or stress in front of my crew. But the reality is that I'm there a lot and I'm a super emotional human being, and so it's really, really difficult not to show how I'm feeling. So I think it's just, for me, it's just a challenge. On the one hand, I don't want to bottle up tension and negative emotion, but on the other hand, it's also not terribly helpful for me or for anyone around me if I get into whining, because obviously we are, other people have much more challenging lives, but I feel quite challenged by my role. There's lots of financial, personal, legal, organisational things that have to be dealt with every day, and it can be stressful. And there's no point whining, because if you're doing anything interesting with your life, you're going to come across some pretty hefty challenges. You're going to come across things just going badly, doomily wrong. And I think that's just a side effect of living an interesting and fulfilled life. So on that hand, I think whining is totally inappropriate and silly. You just have to accept that some stuff's going to be hard. On the other hand, you don't want to be like, oh, everything's fine, like, oh, positive, wee. That's a thing in, and I've mentioned it before, it's a thing in the hippie community, in the change maker community, and then that I find very, very false and dangerous and quite annoying, is this idea that you have to be super positive all the time, that you have to, like, everything's fine. So I think that it's really important to ditch the superwoman persona, and it's really important to show vulnerability and discuss doubts and things openly with people, and not just kind of feel this pressure to be perfect. And yeah, so I think if I'm going to speak for myself, if I work too hard to be super cheerful, positive, got everything together, woo sort of person to people I don't know very well, then what can happen is that I can, around the people I do know well, around the people that are close to me, I tend to become spiky, whiny, needy, angry. So, like all the 7 dwarves, no, those are like my 7 evil dwarves. So yeah, procrastinatey is another one, but that's not relevant to this. I'm just thinking of now I'm like thinking of the names of the other 7 dwarves. Anyway, whiny, needy, spiky, angry. Those are the dwarves that come out if I don't allow them out a little bit around everybody. Then they come out at home, and that isn't fair on the people close to me. The people that love you, the people that are closest to you, should get the best of you, not the dregs. So yeah, it's a challenge. It's an ongoing challenge for me. Certainly not there yet. It'd be so tedious if I was there. If I was like, oh, totally got this sorted. Oh, fine. Be like, what do I do now? What would I talk about on the vlog? Anyway, I figure if you get this far, you get the bonus me waffling and stopping making any sense. So I'm glad you watched this far. You might not be so glad you watched this far, but I'm very glad you did. So yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. I'd be interested to hear how people who are parents, how people who are in other leadership positions, people are counting on you. And I guess that's it. It's like, how do I express myself as a fallible, imperfect, vulnerable, doubting, scared human being when people around me are needing me to be strong, expecting me to be strong? You know, that's my question. I guess that's the question I ask myself. It's something I come back to time and time again, is, yeah, how do I be strong without being false? How do I stay strong genuinely? So yeah, I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. And thank you very much for listening all the way to the end with the silly bit. It's like waiting for the blooper reel when you're in the cinema. And if you sit there when everyone else has gone out and the guys are coming and sweeping up popcorn, and then you get to see the funny stuff sometimes. Usually not though, but sometimes. So this is the blooper reel. It's hilarious. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.